Hi there. Short story ideas. Okay, so now we've pretty much covered everything in your normal everyday life where you can look around you and you can examine your daily routine, your daily environment, and the environment of the city around you and your activities, and ask yourself what can go wrong. The next step is, as we hinted in episodes 1 and 2, if you want to call them episodes, would be to look out for things that go wrong anyway, or things that happen which are slightly out of the ordinary. I'll give you an example. Junk mail. Maybe you get tons of it, in which case it's part of your everyday routine, but fortunately, I get leaflets through the door every now and again, and one of them is this week was for a pizza place. And okay, we're in extraordinary times simply because of the coronavirus, and depending on where you are in the world, you may be in various phases of lockdown. Here in Britain, the government want everybody to suddenly go out and start spending money, and people are behaving very, very badly. They're going to beaches and just leaving trash everywhere. And that in itself could be the source of a story. Um, but the pizza stuff coming through, restaurants have opened, takeaways that were closed have suddenly become open again. And so there are stories there. What happened to the people who were running the takeaways during lockdown? There's a lot of lockdown stories. I mean, uh, it doesn't have to be lockdown that forces somebody to stay at home. It could be a broken leg. It could be any kind of sudden illness. Or start off with something like that. And you ask, what could cause this? Okay, so if someone has to stay at home, maybe they don't have to stay at home in their house. They need looking after, so a relative or a friend takes them to their house. There's a new environment. Do they fit in? Are they a nice team player? Are they grateful for the help that they're getting, or are they horrible people? Is the incident that caused them to be, what's the word, stayed at home? Good grief. Am I right? I'm supposed to have a way with the, I'm going to use the word lockdown. I'm prepared for this, obviously. Um, so that they can't go out. Bedridden. We'll use the word bedridden. That's okay. Has it left them traumatized? Do they want to go out again? Do they suddenly become agoraphobic? Do they become claustrophobic? Do they find that the person who is helping them is killing them with kindness? Is it perhaps a relative with whom they felt that they'd had an ongoing feud and it's time to mend that feud, or does it make it worse? You know, depending on the kind of literature that you write, there may be a hopeful ending here, or it may be one of those horrible, dreary sort of pessimistic outlook on life type of stories, if that's what you wish to write. Um, so that's a kind of inciting incident and effect. Um, so the pizza leaflet itself, some people fly into rages because they're getting junk mail and they've got a sign outside, and they get very, very het up when their signs are ignored. Same sort of people are fly into a fury because the gate isn't closed or it's not quite closed enough, and about other sort of things. You could write about that sort of person. You could write about a similar sort of incident. It could be science fiction. It could be taking current events, people letting their dogs foul the pavement, and dog poo has been shown to be a transmitter of some kind of super parasite, and the parasite gets into a family member or into your protagonist, and with kind of X-Men type effects, or deadly effects, or there's a plague, or the zombie apocalypse happens. If it's an adventure story, how would a pizza leaflet? Well, it could be that the pizza leaflet also says, "Come and be a delivery driver," and the delivery driver finds themselves, it could be crime, working for somebody dodgy, or on delivering a pizza, witnesses a crime and therefore has to go on the run. Thinking about these off the top of my head, in case you hadn't guessed. And we've done 5 minutes and 36 seconds. Romance. Well, you deliver a pizza and there's the love of your life on the doorstep, or not the love of your life. It turns out to be quite traumatic. And I'm pretty sure that if you like writing erotica, then there will be all kinds of, I mean, it's almost a cliche, isn't it? The delivery man or the repair man or the delivery girl, equal opportunities. What else? Sci-fi, adventure, thrillers. That'll do. Everything else really is kind of a subset of those. So there you go. Everyday event. It's on the thing. What could it lead to? And it's an everyday event, but a break in my normal routine. So we'll look at stuff that you have access to tomorrow, starting with film trailers.